Hey guys, thank you for joining me today on Godspot. I want to ask you a question. How important is this to you? At a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it? In Matthew 14, we've got the story of the feeding of the 5,000. And it's the end of the day. There's a multitude of people. The record says 5,000, but some believe if you include children and women, there could have been 35,000. And what happens at the end of the day, the disciples say to Jesus, look, we need to send them away. And he says, what's the problem? Well, we can't feed them. And he says, well, you feed them. And they're like, what? And they turn around. The only thing they can find is a little boy's lunch. And Jesus takes that lunch, a few fish, a few crackers, breaks it, and they feed the multitude. And it says at the end of it, there's 12 baskets filled with fragments left over. That's pretty good. Now, obviously, we can read about the life of Jesus, and we can see how immensely important people are to him. He would consistently reach out to the poor, the outcasts, the sick, and he demonstrated to every person he came in contact how he valued them. And he would offer them a path to healing and a restored relationship with God. But today, we can't read people's lives all the time. Today, we got to think on our feet, and it's really hard to know what's important to a person unless you ask them. And this is especially true of what we would consider small issues may seem insignificant to us, but can be highly symbolic and really important to other people. And there's a lot of problems that come with that when you misread the situation. There's conflicts. They can be large, they can be small, and pretty much is born from one party not giving an issue of great importance to the other party and the gravity that they believe it deserves. And you can get a lot of trouble. I met many years ago when I was first married, been married 40 plus years now, my wife said, take out the rubbish. I wish back in the early years, I'd asked her, how important is this to you out of 1 to 10 on a scale? She would have said 10 out of 10. It took me years to understand how important it is, and today I know. Let me tell you, it's just as important to me to take out the rubbish as it is to her, and that's good leadership, let me tell you. So maybe found yourself in a situation where you've ended up with egg on your face. It's exploded. It's gotten out of hand. You think, man, how did that go wrong? Well, maybe it's simply you just didn't understand the importance of what's going on. So there's a few things we can do to help avoid this sort of conflict. All right. Firstly, when people bring issues to your attention to discuss or resolve, it's really good just to ask the question before attending it, how important is this to you? Now, it may just seem to you be relatively insignificant, but you need to give them the option to show you how important it is to them. And I'll tell you, if you do this, it'll help you sidestep any hurt feelings or conflict when you find out how important it is. And if it's still not really important, you ask them why it's important. Because if you ask them why, you'll gain some critical insights to how they see the world and also their view of their relationship with you. The second thing is, as a leader, understand this. You need to make what's important, what they think is important, to you important as well. So, what this requires is that you understand the relative value people place on issues, actions, and others. When you ask the why, it brings to your attention what's really going on, and it's a habit. It's a good habit to develop. And the default of asking this question signals genuine respect and interest in other people and encourages those people to share openly about what they expect. The third thing is when people know that what is important to them will be taken seriously, they feel like you really do care about them. So I want you to think about your situation just for a moment, your involvement in disputes, conflicts, and hard feelings over matters that seem really trivial. The odds are you might have misread it. The issues involved in that dispute may have been of much higher importance to the individual than they were to you. And because you didn't take it seriously, the other party saw your actions as a symbolic of their relationship, that you really don't respect them or value them. So there are two simple questions. I'll wrap this up. They can save you from a whole lot of heartache and unnecessary conflict. How important is this to you? And the second question is, why? Hope you like this. Hope it helped you. Hit the like button, share it with someone else, and thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.